Hi YouTube family, welcome to Seeking Financial Independence. My name is Boma. I still sound very nasally, so please excuse the congested voice. I will try to get the message across regardless. As I've said before, this channel is all about sharing tips with you guys on ways to change your financial path and transform your lives with the power of financial independence. And I share tips on how to do that either through a job, increasing your earnings, or through entrepreneurship. So this video is about the entrepreneurial side of things. So I'll be sharing with you what I did to earn approximately $7,000 per month through my small business and how you can do that too. I started my small business in October of 2016. I was 25 years old at the time. I was thinking of what to do in order to, make some money on the side. I've done a few things in the past, which I will make a separate video about. And I saw a post on Reddit, and the post basically talked about how you can start a small business in 30 days or less. So I thought to myself, you know what? Let me try it out. What I really liked about that post was that the startup cost for that business, in my case, it was a cleaning company, was quite low. This is something that I enjoyed because I didn't want to invest a ton of money into something that, may not be profitable. Something else that I really liked about this was that with cleaning, you get to see profits immediately. That's because, everybody, needs cleaners. So if there's two tips I would give, it is invest in something that has low startup costs and also invest in a business where you get to see returns quite quickly. Step number one in how you can earn $7,000 or more in less than 6 months. And I say less than 6 months because my earnings increased every month. So it took me to about the 6 month mark to get to about $7,000 per month. So step number one is change your mindset. Obviously, if you're starting a business, it's pretty scary, right? You're like, I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna invest all this money, what's gonna happen? Change your mindset. Think about, if other people can do this, I can too. Although I have a background in economics, I've never really run a cleaning company before, so I was starting from scratch. However, in my mind, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Like, I am not gonna go in here and fail. And even if I do, I'm gonna make sure I give it my all. So step number one is, you gotta get your mind right. Number two, in how I started my cleaning company was I looked at the competition. So how do you do that? I went on Yelp, I went on Google, I went on local ad websites and looked at what they were doing, right and wrong. I looked at the reviews from customers. So if a customer was like, "Oh my goodness, they're always late," I need to I wrote notes of that. If a customer said, they used bleach or something, I wrote notes of that. So that could be it could be for a cleaning company, like in my case, or let's say you wanted to start a lawn company, look out for what the clients are saying. Maybe the clients are saying they overcharged me, they showed up late, they didn't do a good job. All those things, take notes, and so when you're starting your own company, you advertise those points because those would be your selling points. Three is your branding. So after doing step number two, which was, looking at the competition, what I did next was focus on my branding. All the points that, customers said that they didn't like about other companies, I used that to build my own brand. For instance, my city, I live in Canada, is quite eco-friendly. People are really into the organic lifestyle. So I decided to create an organic cleaning company, which means that we use no harsh chemicals. We use things that are as natural as possible. So that was a huge selling point for my company because other companies who maybe did that just did not advertise it as well. So I was able to capitalize on that gap in the market and the fact that other companies in my city didn't really have online booking. I was able to capitalize with using online booking from the beginning. Number four is customer service. I'm quite young, I'm 26 years old, so when I want something, I want it right now. If I want to get a massage, I want to book it online. If I want to get a pedicure, I want to call and know that I can go in and do this. So step number four is capitalize on customer service. Oftentimes, other cleaning companies or cleaning company owners are, super busy. So they have a million things to do and may not be on point with emails or phone calls, voicemails, all that stuff. So make sure your customer service is on point. One of my personal philosophies is no call goes to voicemail. It doesn't matter how busy I am, I make sure once the phone rings, I am answering it, because once that call goes to voicemail, that's potentially a customer that you lost. Same as emails. I respond to emails, in like less than 5 minutes. My clients talk about that all the time. They're like, whoa, like you just responded to my email so fast. I'm like, yeah, like with emails especially, I can respond on my phone in bed, so I have no excuse to not respond to emails when I get them. Again, the more you delay, the more likely it is that that customer who needs cleaning right now is looking elsewhere for services, and that's money that you could have earned that has gone to your competition. The next step is writing a business plan. I don't believe in writing multiple pages of a business plan and spending weeks upon weeks creating it, because it will change as time goes on. So I suggest writing a one-page business plan, keeping it short and brief with general ideas of how you want to run the business. I will put links in the description box for examples of one-page business plans that you can incorporate for your own business. The next step is creating a website. With websites, like I said before, I wanted to incorporate online booking immediately because that's something I appreciate in other businesses, and I knew that my future clients would appreciate as well. So make sure you're investing in a professional website. In many cases, your website is the first thing that a customer will see about your brand, so you need to make sure that it's leaving an awesome first impression. I have no web design skills. That meant that I had to hire somebody else. I didn't want to hire a local web developer because that could cost me thousands. And again, we're trying to invest as little money in the business when it starts as possible. So I went on Upwork and hired a freelancer in Bangladesh, and it was much cheaper, and he did a really good job. If you can design a website yourself, please don't struggle. Hire a freelancer when you can, or even use things like Squarespace. I love Squarespace, and they do a really good job of creating a sleek, minimalist, professional website. The next step in how to go from $0 to $7,000 a month is you need to hire the right people. When I say hiring the right people, that can mean a lot of things. I'm talking specifically about hiring people that will get you where you need to be. So you need to hire people who look professional. You need to hire people who have the right mindset as you do. You need to hire people who are as passionate about getting the job done as you are. You also need to hire people who also prioritize things like promptness. In my case, since I'm a local service business, it's important that my customers can expect my cleaners to be there on time. Being punctual is something that I struggle with myself, so I make sure my cleaners understand that being punctual is a priority, and they need to be at appointments on time all the time. I've hired people off Craigslist, I've hired people off Indeed. I haven't really used Monster. I've also hired people off Facebook. So because hiring is such a nightmare, especially for local service businesses, because the turnover is so high, you need to make sure that you're hiring frequently and making sure that your ads are always posted, so people know that they can still keep applying. So in my case, with one of my job ads, I said, you know what, I hire all the time, so even if this ad was posted 3 months ago, feel free to still submit your application, because chances are I'm still going to hire, if not right now, but in the next few weeks or something. Hiring can make or break your business, so make sure you're hiring the right people. Most important step in going from $0 to $7,000 per month is finding customers. You can build the most awesome company, but it doesn't matter if nobody knows that you exist. I have to be honest, this is something that I really struggled with at first because I'd never done it before. Like, where am I going to find customers who need cleaning? Luckily, many people need cleaning. One of the first things I did was post on free local sites, so things like Craigslist, used websites. In America, you have things like Thumbtack, also posting a profile on Yelp, Google Business, and things like that. Make sure your profile is up to date on all those free sites, because many customers often go there to find cleaners. Something else that I've been doing the past year or so is AdWords. That's basically when you go on Google and the first few ads that you see, that you click, those are AdWords. Unfortunately, it does cost money. I didn't want to waste money, so I hired a professional to handle my AdWords for me, because it was not worth it to spend all this money and then not get the results I was looking for, because I didn't know how to do it. So I hired somebody who specializes in AdWords to take care of my account for me. Similar is SEO. So SEO is search engine optimization, and the idea is that you're trying to get the first few results on page 1 of Google. Although I did some basic SEO things myself when I was creating the content for my website, I hired a professional company to do my SEO work for me. It does take a while because you can't get to Google overnight, but hire the right people and you will get the results you're looking for. I get a lot of emails, you probably do too, of companies in India, Pakistan, in the global south that are advertising SEO services. I'm sure that those companies are fine. However, because I can't vouch for their results, I typically don't hire freelancers for SEO work because I don't know what strategies they're using. So for SEO, I try to hire people in the US or Canada because I'm able to, verify the work that they've done and the results that they've accomplished. So that's how I was able to earn $7,000 per month from one small business in one small city. Like I said, although my earnings were quite average in my first 6 months, the fact that I was able to open a second location basically means that I'm able to duplicate my earnings in two places as opposed to one. So my earnings were only from one location, and imagine the possibilities when you have 2, 3, or 4 locations. It's more work, but I think the profits are definitely worth it. A few things to note, like I said, don't be scared to expand. It sounds crazy, it sounds unreasonable, but don't be scared to expand. I'd say expand in a city that's close to you, so you're not, flying to XYZ location. Expand in a city that's next to you, so maybe you can drive over, even take the bus over if you need to. Don't be scared to expand, and I think it starts in your mind. Oftentimes, we think of expansion as something for like multinational corporations or something, but don't be scared to expand. It's possible to, have a business in multiple locations, even if you are a small business owner. Secondly, don't be scared of networking. I know that for people my age, networking looks very different, but when I was networking and when I still do networking, I network with people who are much older than me. And the reason I do that is because people who are my age are not likely to hire cleaners. I'm 26 and I barely get 26-year-old clients who need a cleaner. Most of my clients are, in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, or even older. So when I'm networking, I'm going to events where older people go to. I go there, I'm not there to promote myself, but I'm going there to build relationships and with a long-term goal of building my business. So don't be scared to network. My first networking event, I was so nervous because I was scared to go there alone because typically I have a large social circle, we go to places together, but I wanted to go to this event and meet people, which meant that I had to go there alone and introduce myself, get to know people. I did it. And after the first one, the next networking event seemed way easier. So don't be scared of networking. Like I said, network up. Network with people who could be your potential clients. And my last tip is don't be stingy. Don't be stingy with your time and don't be stingy with your resources. In my case, because I own a cleaning company, I try to give away freebies, and that's typically freebies to community organizations, nonprofits, charities. If they have an annual event or a raffle or a silent auction, I'll donate 3 hours, 4 hours of cleaning to them, which will go to a local family. And the idea is, during the event, they'll announce my company name, they will talk about the work that we do, and long term it provides a positive ROI to my company. So don't be scared to donate your services to local organizations. It seems like you may just be giving things away, but trust me, the returns do come back. And my final tip is don't be scared to think outside the box. There's so many more ways to market a cleaning company or any other company. There's lots of non-traditional means of advertising. So don't be scared to think outside the box. If you're going to start a business, you clearly like taking some sort of risks with no certainty. So don't be scared to think outside the box. It doesn't hurt. Those are my tips for how to increase your earnings through a small business. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Feel free to like or subscribe. And I have a question for you guys who are watching. Tell me what small business you'd like to start in 2018. If you have any questions for me, feel free to comment down below. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I have a Facebook group where it's pretty lonely right now. It's just me, but you guys are welcome to join. And ask me questions about business, entrepreneurship, life in general, and I'm really happy to answer them. Again, thank you so much for watching my video and following me on this path to financial independence. I look forward to talking to you